everyone, and thanks for the opportunity to present my lesson design. My name is Ian Tsai, and I'm going to present a Year 8 business lesson called Marketing for Peace and Consumer Choice. The purpose of this lesson is to help students understand how business use product, price, place, and promotion to influence consumer decisions. Through this presentation, I will explain how I have designed the lesson using the MTSS to meet the needs of all 26 students while providing targeted support for the 4 special students, Amara, Zara, Ethan, and Ryan. I will also explain how positive behavior, inclusive communication, and restorative practice are embedded throughout the lesson. These strategies can support students' learning, well-being, and engagement. Before planning any lesson, it is important to understand the needs of the learners in the classroom. This Year 8 business class includes 26 students with different needs. My plan is to guide these students by MTSS, inclusive education principles, and positive behavior for learning. At Tier 1, universal supports are provided for all different kinds of students. These include clear routines, explicit expectations, and the school's positive behavior for learning expectations of be kind, be brave, and be your best. Together, these supports create a safe and easy learning environment for all different students. At Tier 2, Ethan and Ryan require targeted support. Ethan is currently supported through a behavior plan following a cyberbullying incident. He responds positively to structured learning activities and supportive teacher relationships. Differently, Ryan benefits from movement opportunities, provide directions and positive feedback to support self-regulation. At Tier 3, Amara and Zara require intensive and individualized support. Amara usually requires substantial adjustments. To support her participation, I will provide accessible learning spaces, adaptive resources, additional time, and support aligned with her individual educational plan. These adjustments are designed according to the Disability Standards for Education 2005 and the NCCD framework. Zara experiences anxiety and selective mutism. She benefits from predictable routines, written participation options, and advanced warning of transitions. These ways can help her reduce anxiety and increase her confidence in class. The learning goal for this lesson is for students to understand how the 4 Ps of marketing can influence buyers' decisions. Students will learn how business use product, price, place, and promotion to attract the consumers and influence consumer behavior. The lesson follows a clear and practical structure. Firstly, students begin with a brief starter activity. They need to find a familiar advertisement and identify features that might attract the consumers. This is followed by the explicit teaching of the 4 Ps framework and teacher modeling using a real-world business example. Students then participate in a think, peer, share activity, which is in groups. They can share their ideas and possible questions in groups and later than in class. Finally, students complete an exit ticket to demonstrate their understanding. I will pop up some questions for them to check their understanding. The lesson includes clear routines and transitions. The learning intention is visible when students enter a classroom. Transition cues are provided throughout the class, and the expectations are explained clearly. I will track students' study through questioning, observation, group discussion, and exit ticket responses. The lesson is organized using an MTSS framework. Tier 1 supports are provided for all students. Tier 2 supports are available for Ethan and Ryan, and Tier 3 can help students like Amara and Zara to access learning successfully. These slides demonstrate how MTSS is applied across all 3 tiers. For Amara, adjustments include accessible seating, adapted resources, and additional time to complete tasks. These adjustments help her stay focused on learning, which align with the disability standards for education. For Zara, supports can be allowing her to use written responses options, visual schedules, and I need to give her special transition warnings as well. These adjustments reduce anxiety and provide alternative ways for her to demonstrate understanding. For Ethan, structured group roles and positive teacher support help increase participation and engagement. These strategies also align with his behavior support plan. For Ryan, movement breaks and provided redirection are needed throughout the lesson. These strategies help him to regulate his behavior and remain engaged in learning. To monitor all different students' progress, I will use teacher observation, participation data, group task completion, and exit ticket responses. This information helps me make adjustments for my future planning. Positive behavior and respectful relationships are essential for effective learning. Throughout the lesson, I promote positive behavior by telling students we need to be kind, we need to be brave, and be your best. Students are encouraged to work respectfully with their peers, contribute positively to discussions, and support one another during class activities. Verbal communication strategies include positive reinforcement, clear instructions, and restorative questioning. These approaches help build positive relationships while maintaining high expectations. Nonverbal communication is equally important. I will use eye contact, encourage gestures, and visual supports to maintain engagement and provide students help without disrupting class. Communication with parents and future careers planning is important to each family. For Mara, I would provide strength-based email updates highlighting her participation and progress for her parents. For Zara, I would share examples of written work to ensure she's participating even when she chooses not to speak. For Ethan, behavior support updates will be communicated appropriately with his parents in accordance with the Privacy Act. For Ryan, I will use the homeschool communication book to share some feedback and set behavior goals for him. These ways can help strengthen communication between school and home, which is very important for a student to succeed. This lesson uses proactive strategies to promote positive behavior and prevent low-level disruption. For Ryan, I give private redirection before the group work starts. I will plan movement breaks for him as well. These strategies help him regulate his behavior and remain engaged without feeling embarrassed. For Ethan, structured learning activities, positive teacher feedback, and restorative conversations provide support and encourage him to study. The school's positive behavior for learning expectations are embedded throughout the lesson. Students are encouraged to be kind through respectful interactions. Be brave by sharing ideas and asking questions. Be yourself by staying focused and completing school tasks. Cyberbullying is a serious problem which all teachers and students need to be aware of. I need to educate students to stay respectful and tell them the power of languages, especially online. For Ethan, restorative practices are used to address previous incidents. Questions I might ask him are like, do you feel comfortable to share with me your needs? Who was affected? And how can harm be repaired? What else can help you? These questions encourage reflection and relationship rebuilding. As a teacher, I have to make a safe, inclusive, and respectful learning environment for all students. However, plans rarely go exactly as expected. One potential challenge may occur during the group activity if Zara is asked to contribute ideas within a group communication. Although discussion is well planned, Zara may feel uncomfortable sharing her ideas verbally and getting anxious. If this occurs, I would adapt my approach. Instead of requiring verbal participation, I would allow Zara to communicate her ideas through writing. I would also offer her the option of changing group members if she needed and allow her to work in a space where she feels comfortable and safe. Additionally, I would privately tell her that she is very good to ensure she feels valued and included. I would make this professional decision because the goal of the lesson is to assess her understanding of the marketing concepts, not her ability to speak in public. I would gradually encourage her to speak in class as well, even just a word. This approach maintains participation, respects individual needs, and makes sure all students are comfortable during the class. In conclusion, this Year 8 business lesson demonstrates how effective classroom management, inclusive education, and the MTSS framework. These strategies can all work together to support different students. By combining explicit instruction, positive behavior support, differentiated adjustments, and restorative practices, I aim to create a safe, inclusive, and engaged studying environment where every student is successful. Thank you for listening, and here is my references.